autistic superhero movie. Probably thought you'd never hear those words put together. The Accountant is directed by Gavin O'Connor and stars Ben Affleck as Christian Wolfe, an accountant that cooks the books for some of the world's deadliest men. The movie begins introducing a young Christian's parents going to seek help with his autism, and from there the movie uses flashbacks to tell the background of his character, while the plot focuses on Christian working for a company to see what shady deals are happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, a government agent played by J.K. Simmons is hot in his tail, trying to figure out just who he is. As far as the movie's depiction of autism goes, Ben Affleck does a good job portraying the character and, well, his autism, and he doesn't go over the top. I don't know anybody, nor do I have autism, so I can't be sure if someone who knows or themselves have autism would find it appropriate, but as far as I can tell, they portray autism right. This isn't Hollywood autism, and the lack of any outrage at autism's portrayal on the internet would seem to be that they did it justice. I was also glad to see that Chris having autism wasn't used to explain why he's able to do everything. I mean, it's why he's a math savant, but something like why he's good at fighting is explained by him having a bit of a dick dad that's in the military and having his kids trained and such. As I mentioned earlier, other actors include J.K. Simmons as the treasury agent hot on his heels. As always, it's great to see J.K. Simmons in anything. I love J.K. Simmons. John Berthnall also makes an appearance as a mysterious assassin of some sort. Anna Kendrick plays Dana Cummings, who's the accountant clerk that first found the discrepancy that sets the plot in motion. Anna doesn't have a lot to do outside of defending herself well for someone who unprepared for her situation, but does play the part of a love interest fine. Chris and Anna's connection seems distant and just starting to form, which is the intention. It was nice to see the romance hinted at but not take any time away from the main thrust of the movie. All the performances are solid, and I always thought Affleck was a bit limited as an actor, but really put effort in this movie and it's one of his better ones. Now, as for the plot, it's not as straightforward as you think. The movie gives you tidbits of information and sets up plot points and character details that it reveals as the story goes on, giving a mysterious and thriller aspect to the movie. And for the most part, the movie respects the audience's intelligence enough to figure out most of it on your own. Except one scene where it's basically Simmons giving an exposition dump to catch everybody up. Which is another thing I found surprising. The movie takes time to tell its story, get you invested in it before it even has one action scene, which you don't see a lot in these types of movies. There's build-up before you get to see him use the BFG of his. However, as fun as the mystery is, I wasn't exactly blown away by it. It's not bad, it's just that I was pretty much able to tell where it was going. Certain twists that were coming that telegraphed from a mile away if you paid attention, and honestly the movie would have been better off if it just focused on Christian doing his thing than some huge mystery. The joke can also be a bit off at times. I found myself laughing at some odd places where the movie throws a laugh or two when it should be serious, but it's a minor complaint and it won't take you out of the movie, but it's noticeable. When I say this is a superhero movie, I just mean in the overall feel of the movie. The hero doesn't really need to be wearing a cape or based off a comic book to be a superhero movie. And the movie almost seems to recognize this. I mean, you got Ben Affleck that played Daredevil and Batman, Berthnall who played Punisher, Cynthia Day Robinson who played Amanda Waller, J.K. Simmons was J. Jonah Jameson, and some comic book references were put in the movie that may not be intentional, but I kind of thought was kind of cool. I just thought that it was funny and just goes to show you the reach that superheroes have over movies these days. The Accountant is a good movie with an autistic character who has his own hopes, dreams, desires, motivations, and morals, with Ben Affleck giving one of his better performances. The plot is unconventional and interesting for the most part, and you get to see Ben Affleck take people's heads off with a giant sniper rifle. It's like Good Will Hunting meets Jason Bourne. I mean, this might be the one good superhero movie that Ben Affleck stars in, so take what you can get. The movie sets up a sequel without being ham-fisted about it, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of this. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Go check it out.